much for joining us today for Studio 512. If you're looking for a forever friend, consider adopting with our Pet of the Week. This week's featured dog is named Liberty, and Christian Long from Texas Humane Heroes is here to tell us all about her. And she's a little bit snorty.
She's a very snorty girl.
If it gets picked up on the microphones, she just has a bit of a snort going on, which is funny.
Yeah, she's always sort of low-key snorting a little, and then if she's on her back getting bellies or kind of romping around playing, meeting new people, the volume really goes up.
The volume goes up. It's sweet. Okay, tell us about Liberty. She has actually been a real success story for you.
She has. She came into our care. It was a little over 5 weeks ago, and she had the worst case of sarcoptic mange we've ever seen, at least that we've seen in several years.
Wow.
You would not recognize her at all. You know, the pictures will show she was basically just one giant scab. She had to live in quarantine for a month. Her only interaction, I mean, she got plenty of love and attention from our staff, but it's all through PPE gear and, you know, just not the way that a dog wants to interact with their people.
Yeah.
Anyway, she got cleared last week. She's all healthy and better, and she has seriously been making up for some lost time with the snuggles.
She has. She's a very friendly, sweet girl. She'll kind of cuddle right up to you.
Yeah, she's pretty reserved. You know, she's a little over 4, so she's over the puppy hump, and just personality-wise, you know, she's very relaxed. She likes to ride in the car, although she is very fair-minded because every time I took out a mint, her little head would pop up and demand a treat too.
Okay, so she does like a treat. That's good news because it means she's teachable with treats, right?
Yeah, she already knows a lot of the commands. She seems housebroken. She's showing all the signs of that, and yeah, but she is treat motivated, so when I needed her to, you know, lay back down in the driver's seat, or if you know, when you're teaching her about the specifics of your home, she will pick up on that kind of stuff right away.
She is very polite, though. She would sit just at the drop of a hat here. So I'm pretty impressed with this little lady.
No, she's really come a long way. You know, and she's had some stress issues. You know, she's a little underweight, and she can get a little talkative when she's in her kennel for cleaning time and stuff. But
I like that she says, "I won't have you ignore me."
No, she very
You are going to know that Liberty is here.
Yes, no, she won't let you forget that she's around.
Who would be a best home for Liberty?
You know, just about anyone. I will say that she can be a little dog selective. We haven't seen her be aggressive, but like when I was walking her around the shelter this morning before we came down here, she kind of does a little bit of like a standoff thing with different dogs where it's not aggressive, but she's sort of just checking them out. She's not sure what's happening. So you'd want to do a meet and greet. Probably a dog with a similar demeanor who's a little more laid back, not so kind of crazy and in her face.
Do you think similar size as well?
I think that would be possible. And, you know, and I mean, I don't want to curse anything by saying this, but because we don't really know her background and she was obviously in pretty rough shape, you know, she might be an only dog. I mean, she hasn't, like I said, there's certain dogs she seems to get along with at the shelter, so we'd want to make sure.
Yeah, there's hope though.
And
if you've already got a dog at home, the meet and greet process is really important.
And that can be done anytime we're open. You just come out with your dog and find a staff member, and we'll set it up. So yeah, there's no appointment needed or anything like that. And then yeah, that's the best way to see.
And how does a meet and greet actually go? We always talk about it, but you know, how do we slowly introduce these two dogs to each other?
If someone wanted to do a meet and greet with Liberty, for example, you'd come with your dog, and the one thing is just leave your dog in the car, leave the air running and all that. Obviously, keep them comfortable. And then have someone come out, find a staff member in a red shirt, they'll be everywhere, and tell them you want to do a meet and greet, and do a meet and greet with Liberty. We'll go get her, leash her up, and then it's sort of a supervised walk where you walk your dog and we walk Liberty side by side.
Okay.
And then if do a couple laps around our big 22 acres, and if that goes well, then we go into a play yard together. We keep the leashes on at first. And, and then if that goes well, then we take the leashes off and see how they play. And it's just a very, it's baby
slow
steps.
Introduction.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And then if it does go well, we will still give you additional directions on how to introduce them more in the home, because that's a different dynamic than our shelter. So.
100%. Okay. Talk to me about dog kennels. We've been excited about this for a while now. We were cutting through some red tape.
Yep.
How close are we now?
About 5 weeks.
Oh, that's
Mid-September, we're
exciting.
thinking.
Okay.
The pathway started going in yesterday. They're pouring concrete. So yeah, there's going to be room for about 55 to 60 dogs, kind of depends. You know, we have bonded pairs and litters that share kennels and stuff, but they're going to be bigger, newer, obviously, they're brand new, but each kennel has private outside access, climate controlled and all that, and then they're going to be directly behind our new building, and it's sort of modeled after our new building, but basically all the dogs and cats are going to be right there, right when you pull in. It's not, oh, I'm sorry, the dogs are further down the lane.
Well, and I'll say everything looks gorgeous so far, so I'm excited to see what the next steps
with
are.
the landscaping, and we've got new play yards coming in, and we're sort of finishing some trails that everything loops around. So yeah, the dog kennels are very cool and important, but the way it sort of completes our entire new animal care and adoption center is
exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
All right, Liberty, you did a good job. She got a lot of pets today and a little bit of treat action as well.
She's drooling a little bit too, which is a sign she's happy.
A sign she's happy. That's good news. Christian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more information on adopting Liberty and to keep up with their happenings, visit humaneheroes.org. And it's time again to help clear the shelters, and Austin Watershed Protection is helping us highlight your pets this year. Enter your furry friend into our cutest pet contest for your chance to win a $50 Visa gift card. Go to kxan.com/contest to enter, and remember to scoop the poop every stinking time.